Hey everybody, we had so much fun last night on our show, we thought that we would do it again today. And I wanted to introduce some more Asylum Kings. They can only come on at certain times because of being across the ocean from us, different hours and all, but you know, we're happy to do a show when we can have them on, and that's Paul Burt, and that's Philip, and we're doing another episodes of the Kings and Queens of the Asylum. Mo's here, Devin's here, Christian's here as always, and we're just going to have fun because we really had a good time last night. I thought that was a great show.
Oh, we did.
Very, very nostalgic. And by the way, Philip and Paul, how do you like my new avatar there?
Very cool.
Sexy looking.
I love those cats.
Yeah, I got a cat as well.
Not like that though, huh? Not a Black Panther.
Well, I wish I did, but yeah, my cat Rufus, he's kind of like a little big panther, too, you know.
Rufus, that's cute. When are you going to show us a picture of him?
Hold on, I'll see if I can find a picture of him on Facebook, and I'll share it on the chat box for you guys.
Okay.
I got a few pictures somewhere. So many photos.
While he's getting his photo, does anybody have anything that they would like to start chatting about?
I can wait for mine, or I can let someone else go first. This might take a second just because I'm fucking confused on something.
Okay.
If anyone else wants to go first, go ahead, but if not, then I'll go ahead and say it.
Anybody? I know that Philip has some new books out and got some reviews on some of his latest books.
Are you an author?
Yeah, I'm an author. Independent. I'm not a bestseller yet, but yeah, my it's sort of like a romantic erotic book. The Woman and the Boy has recently got another 5-star review, which I'm chuffed about. It shows people are enjoying it, and that makes it all worthwhile.
Where can we find it at? Is there like an audio version of it either?
There isn't an audio version, but you can get it on Kindle or paperback on Amazon. I'll send a link to me work. I think I know how to do it on this.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
And by the way, everybody go over there and click that link and go see Rufus because he is adorable.
We did have a second cat as well. You know, he had a brother called Ruffian, but he went missing in 2012. Never got to see him again. I think I got an old picture of his brother somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, see if I can find it. But they came from the same litter, you know, so. The thing about Ruffian, though, he always looks angry. Born angry, I guess.
And y'all go check out Philip's link on the side. And after the show, I'm going to put these links in the chat boxes below. Can you all see the link for Philip's books?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's Ruffian. Hey, he looks like a ruffian, Paul. He
That's
does
why we
look
named
like a ruffian.
Yeah, he was a cute cat, but he always liked to go out quite a lot. But then again, so did Rufus. And, yeah, they were always good with each other, but sometimes they trade paws, and, man, when they traded paws, you know what they're like when brothers fight. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know, God.
But, yeah, he was, we always used to call him rough stuff. He was born angry, but he was a nice cat. So was Rufus. I mean, he's a cute cat, too. Yeah, I named Rufus after watching, that horror film, Reanimator, and you remember that zombie cat on there called Rufus, and my brother was like, so what are we going to name this cat then? I said, how about Rufus? Okay, Rufus it is then.
Awesome. Totally awesome.
Yeah. The name just hit me right there when I was watching it. We were thinking about giving them names, so that was it.
Well, we've been adopted by a, I don't want to call it a stray cat because we feel like somebody moved and just left it behind. You know how people do that? Because it seems very domesticated, but you know, it's been going around like a stray, and it adopted us for more than a year. We've been its adopted owners, but it's like an outdoor cat. It'll only come in, you know, every once in a while, but it's like an outdoor cat, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a dog. Like as soon as we open the door in the morning, it's right there. When I come back from work, it's right there. Anytime we leave and come back, it's right there. So, and sometimes it'll just be sleeping on our porch, and we made a little bed for it. We've been feeding it, so we started feeding it. So
Basically, that cat's got a bond with you guys, so might as well take him in if you got the chance.
well, he's allergic.
Oh,
He's totally allergic. That's the problem. And like I'm allergic in an itchy way, so I can only be exposed to cats for so long. You know, and I get really itchy. But I know there's medication you can take for that. Um, and he also, you know, has asthma. And I know that you could also take care of that too. But the main thing is how much our apartment complex would make us want to pay, would make us pay if we owned it. So we just figured, might as well. I mean, it's our cat. In theory, it's our cat. We named her Princess. And these really nice people that live there, they've been like getting some of these cats that have been hanging around like fixed.
yeah.
Because she's already had 2 litters of kitties, 2 kitties each litter. And boy, were they adorable. They hung around us for a while too.
That's cool.
One of them bonded so much with my husband that, like, you know, now some people took this one in, but he somebody else would be petting him, you know, somebody that came to visit the office, and you know, would be on the person's lap, and the person would be petting it. But then, as soon as it saw my husband, it would jump right out of that person's lap, run right up, and like practically like climb up my husband. They'd play fight. It was funny.
Yeah, my cat play fights with me sometimes. I had this little thing on a string, and he had his claws in, so I'm like, Rufus, you gonna let go now? Why are you hissing for? I'm asking you, you gonna let go of that? Your claw's stuck in there. And he's just looking at me like, man. And I'm like, alright, fine, have it. But yeah, most of the nights, my cat will always sleep in the same room I'm in. I've got like a little box for him to go in. I don't know why, but Rufus loves to sleep in boxes. So anytime there's an old parcel box that ain't been used, I'm like, hey, go Rufus, step on in, and he just goes in.
Well, that's a cat for you.
Yeah. But he's a cheese fiend. Put it that way. He loves cheese. So anytime I've got like a nice little cheese snack of Baby Bells or Dunkers, Dairy Dunkers. As soon as he sees me taking a bite out of one, he looks at me like, "Where's my piece then?" No, this is mine. He just gives that guilty look, like, "Come on, give me some." I'm like, "Fine, here, take it."
Well, Princess, she's so picky. Like when we go to buy her something, we have to get an exact kind and an exact flavor.
Yeah, because otherwise the cat's like, "Nope, that's not what I want. The fuck is this?"
Exactly. Now the stray male that hangs around, he's more independent, but he likes my husband too, and he'll come around every once in a while.
Yeah. I just see some of the Phil's posted on our chat box here saying about a feral kitten that comes and visits his garden. There's a video link to it there, yeah.
Cool.
I'll have a little look at
I'm going
that.
to check it out. But we named the other one Moxley. Get it? Moxley.
Oh. Yeah, I get it.
And he has a wild personality. Like, he's like the king. Any female cat, I mean, it's like a harem. I don't think there's any other male adult cats around. Maybe little kitten males, but she puts him in his place. I mean, I think he's afraid of her. Like,
good old John Moxley.
He comes by and she's like kissing, and then he'll back off. It's hilarious.
Dude, that cat looks like Ruffian almost.
Yeah, when I saw the picture of him, I was like, it's uncanny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks almost like Ruffian. Except the face is a little bit more blacker, but it has the same characteristics like him. Oh man, that's making me miss rough stuff now. Well, that's
How
a
about
cute little kitty right there.
how about the rest of you? Do you like cats or have any cats or used to own a cat?
No, ma'am. Not necessarily. I like kitties, but I like little kittens. But I'm not a big cat person. I don't like. I'm not a big fan of how they. The independence is fine, but I don't really like how they just climb and try and own the whole house. I'm more of a dog person. I
I
like
used to have a dog.
I like dogs and petting dogs and stuff. That's my thing.
Mm.
Dogs are like I don't get me wrong. I have a weakness for cats. Like if I see like a cat in trouble or something, I have a weakness for it. But dogs, man, I've got an affinity for dogs.
Well, I
Yeah.
know what you're saying about cats because they're like, oh, look at that, that's mine.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
don't like
mine.
that.
That's
And
mine.
if a cat gets on my counter, I'm really not happy about that. Also, my parents are allergic to them, so there's no reason in having them. But I do like little kittens. Little kittens are cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. For me, yeah, I'm more like a dog person because, um, whatever dog, whether it's like my own. Well, I had a dog, um, that passed away last May. So
Shit, man.
So
Sorry to hear.
yeah.
you know,
Same.
it honestly like I don't really know how everyone like the viewers are with animals, but I know like with animals, I'm one of those people who they're not just a pet to me. Like they're family. Like you like
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
I
had
know
a
what you mean
couple
about that.
dog. I had a dog. The last dog I had, like I played with them every day, and I sat there. And fuck, I even talked to the dog just to talk to him, just so it wasn't quiet because it was weird. And I'd pet him every day, but we had to get rid of him. I was like, it's just sad. Like watching a dog go or animals dying or something. It's sad to me. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's almost like losing your family.
Yeah, I
Mm.
know where you're coming from on that because again, I had a dog that passed away 10 years ago. Ironically, this month 10 years ago. His name was Sandy. It was like he looked like a cross between a corgi and a beagle. He looked like a big fat fox because he had this kind of characteristic. He had the fur characteristics like one. But turned out in 2004 he had some kind of diabetes in him, and then in 2005 this pancreas flamed up and passed away when we tried to get him checked up. And I kind of felt the loss of that pretty good. I wasn't too happy with that, so I figured best way to remember him. I ended up getting a picture of Sandy Boy tattooed on one side of my chest.
Hmm.
So it's
Mm.
been
Yeah,
nice little.
mine's had to go because well, there were times where like he'll get seizures, like
Yeah,
what's in a blue moon, but it ultimately had like we had medication for him, but then there was one time where um one day my grandma, which I feel bad for her, she had to see my dog get like multiple seizures one after another, and it couldn't stop, and I was at work, and my mom had to, 'cause she was coming back from work, and my grandma was like pouring tears out and stuff, and had to take him to you know, the hospital, whatever, emergency room or whatever, and
yeah,
yeah, let's just say it's either we had to get surgery, which was like $2,000 for, or had to put him away, or had to give him medication, but it won't be the same way as it used to. Play around, running around the house and stuff. You just be like, just laying down, like barely moving, and you know,
I couldn't.
we didn't want to go through that. You know, just seeing a dog just sit there and not do anything is just.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a pet that goes full of life, you see it looking the way it is. You don't want to do it, but at the same time, it's the only option you have because he's suffering or she's
Yeah.
suffering, and you just want
It's like my dog. last year. I mean, I've had her since like 2002 or 3. Her name was Beauty, and she had to be put down this December, last December, because she had kidney failure. She just stopped eating, stopped drinking, didn't want to go for walks. She started to look depressed every day, and we knew something was wrong. And she had like this weird odor coming from her, and then we had to take her to the PDSA, and there was nothing they could do. She was 16 years old, and they said, and it's hard, but it's better than seeing them suffer, because she was suffering, and every day was like it was getting worse. And she's in a better place now. She's with our other dogs, who sadly died from cancer.
Oh, that fucking cancer. Getting everybody. It's not just
Animals
getting
gets
pets,
people.
man. It's been getting people. I mean, look at the amount of people. Look at the people that's passed away in the last couple of weeks. You had, you had Lemmy
David
pass
Bowie.
away, and David Bowie. Then it was Alan Rickman, the
Glenn
mayor who,
Fry.
the mayor who played in Ghostbusters. He's gone, and I just
Bloody hell.
found out
Which one?
recently.
Which
Oh,
one
the
in
guy.
Ghostbusters?
I think it was the guy that was in the first Ghostbusters, the New York mayor, the guy that played the New York mayor. He's gone.
What's his name? What's that
His
actor?
name, but the one that I think but another one that got me and Phil kind of upset and pissed off about. You guys ever seen a horror film called Phantasm?
Yes.
I say, isn't that the one like where like they fell asleep but they couldn't
Yeah,
wake
with
up? It
those
was a
silver
dream.
ball
It was
things coming out of.
it's a dream within a dream, right?
Yeah, they
No.
had that tall man dude coming after him.
I don't remember the dream within a dream.
No,
That's the literal definition of a phantasm.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but yeah, they got a fifth movie coming out later this year, but it's going to be the last one because the guy who played the tall man, Angus Scrimm, he passed away a couple weeks ago.
Oh, man, it's
When I-
weird. Everybody.
Man, death.
When I
death,
saw that, I
death
was just
doesn't
like,
seem to be coming in
fuck.
threes now. It seems to be coming in a little bit more than threes, because usually the whole thing behind death is death comes in threes, and it's.
This has been a good 5 of them now.
I've had 3 people that I know in the past. God, let's see, this is the first month of the year, so in the past 8 months die. First it was my great grandfather, then it was my one of my friends, and then this girl up here at school, sorority girl, she passed too. So just I don't know. You go through death so many times, but it.
I've lost my grandparents to cancer, and it's fucked. I lost
I
them within
lost
10 years.
I lost my great grandfather to Alzheimer's. That was probably the worst thing I've ever had to do in my life. Was like watch him there. Like he knew who we were, but he didn't know who we were because Alzheimer's just takes over the memory.
Yeah, Alzheimer's is like the worst thing anybody can ever have.
Well,
I mean,
sorry, Kat. Didn't mean to be depressing on your show.
No, it's just, with everything that's been going on the past month, with all people biting the bullet, you gotta kind of think
Hey, this
about
is
it,
anything goes. Whatever topic, No worries.
I mean, shit, it's shit like that that makes you think about your own damn mortality,
Yeah. I wonder how long you're gonna last. Your parents are gonna last.
That's why I always say, treat every day like it's your last and do what you want to do while you're still breathing and while you're still able to, because you never know when your life clock's going to punch out.
Yeah, I lost Scott Weiland, David Bowie.
Yeah.
Scott Weiland?
Yeah, Scott. Yeah, guy from Stone Temple Pilots. He's gone.
Damn.
And another band as well, but with Slash. I think it
David
was.
Bowie?
Yeah, David Bowie's gone.
No, but he said Bowie.
Bowie.
My bad.
That's alright. But yeah, this month it's just all fucked. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's been like 2015 into 16. It's been a good year. Just this death just kind of puts a damper on everything. It's like, God damn, it's been such a good year, but all these people that are just died and they're dying off. Like fucking man, Dusty Rhodes and Roddy Piper, man, that shit was fucking weird.
It was like
Oh,
unreal.
fuck no.
Yeah.
I thought
I
somebody was
couldn't.
I thought somebody was just fucking with me when they said Roddy Piper died. I was like, no way, that dude wasn't that old at all. Neither was Dusty
62.
Rhodes. Like they were still 60.
Yeah, Dusty was like 69,
Yeah, he was like
and
69.
I remember reading that in the news and was just like, the fuck?
But Dusty was always a bigger guy, so it does like he died from heart complications, I believe.
Yeah, it was something like that. And then Roddy Piper passed away, and I'll never forget when I came on the first hangout with Kat and Christian when we were talking about it on the bar review. That bit where Piper said that he's not going to live to see 65. And he was right.
Oh yeah, God, you think about that shit. That shit just that's surreal.
Yeah, but when you hear shit like that, it truly does fuck with your head.
Oh, okay. I got something to say about um what you just discussed right now. I find it weird how all these people they say certain things. Like another example, Ultimate Warrior, that promo that he cut on Raw after WrestleMania, and then like the next
Yeah,
day he passes away.
That shit
yeah.
was so fucking weird, man. And then Macho Man passed away in what? In April, like in 2008.
No, it was 2010, I think it was. 2010, 2000. Hold
Like,
on, let
and
me
the,
let me let me let me see what year we're
like
talking.
these guys are just like it's so weird that they will say something, but like Christian, I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to put it into words here. It's like it's
Yeah, he passed away on the 20th of May 2011 at 58.
they like prophesize their own death almost. I don't really know
Yeah,
how to a better way to describe it besides that.
cryptic, and yet they were on the money. It's like they knew they were going.
I mean, they all had pretty good careers, I believe. I mean, they got. I'm sure they were all fucked over in a way, but it's just fucking territory. Oh shit.
I mean, it's just, man, it's just crazy when you hear about shit like this. It's just like, can you do?
Yeah. Well, let's segue into something that's not about death then. How
Yeah,
about
let's jump into something else. I don't know. Let's talk about other things. Um, I was just reading something here. I mean, I'm not like very big on film awards and shit. There's only like a few times that I'll get like interested in any of those annual events because it may be a film that may be worth checking out. The last time I was interested in the Oscars for any film that got an award was that film The Wrestler, but it was in there, but it didn't win any, I don't think. This year, I'm kind of got a bit of an interest in because I just found out that fucking Mad Max Fury Road has been nominated for the top two prizes, and I'm kind of hoping that one wins.
Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, because if you guys ain't seen that movie, you really should. It's fucking awesome. You want the definition of
Oh,
what an
I
action
saw
movie
it.
is? Yeah. Well, you know what I'm talking about, Kat. I mean, if you want the definition of what an action movie is, put on Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, I loved it. And you know what? It got nominated for an Oscar.
Yes, it's been nominated for 10 of them. I can tell you which ones. Hang on. It's been nominated for the top two: Best Picture, Best Director. Hang on, just seeing where else it's got here. Best. Shit,
Sorry.
where is it down here? Best Visual Effects, Best Cinematography, Best Production Design, Best Makeup and Hairstyling, Best Film Editing. Well, it's been nominated for 10. The only other competition it has is that other film that Leonardo DiCaprio was in called The Revenant. And some people reckon that Spotlight and The Revenant might end up taking the top two prizes because those films are based on like true stories. But personally, I'm nothing against films that's based on true stories winning one. I mean, good luck to all of them. But seriously, Mad Max is obviously the favorite because that's been like the most well-received film of 2015.
My favorite personally was Straight Outta Compton. That movie was fucking great.
Oh
you,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you knew the whole story behind everything going into the movie, that's where it made sense. Like everyone liked it, but unless you really knew the story, you'd realize that shit was super accurate. Like,
Yeah. I picked up that movie a few days ago. Funny enough, I actually watched it a couple of days back. I knew it was about that rap group NWA, and
Mhm.
I wanted to check it out because I knew about that, and I actually was really impressed with the movie. And I'm surprised that it's not been nominated for anything at the 88th Academy Awards. I'm actually surprised it's got no nominations in there at all.
it
Like,
should get a lot of awards. Like honestly,
yeah.
it was a brilliant film. Like, and they're segueing it off because they're gonna do one on Dr. Dre's after. They're gonna do Aftermath. They're gonna do. I'm pretty sure they could do a couple more if they really wanted to. Like this
Well,
this
the
could
film's
this
been a
could be
major success. So.
this could be a series that keeps going if they keep using the right actors. Like
Yeah.
it was just good because most of the people you see like trying to do this like their life story and shit just do such a shitty job. Like they don't even get like the half of it, but they definitely got what they needed to get in that movie.
Yeah, these guys were on point. And here's another crazy thing if you didn't notice, but the actor who was playing as Ice Cube.
That was the son.
Yeah, I was surprised when I looked. I was like looking. I thought that dude almost looks just like Ice Cube. Then I looked at the credits and I thought, oh fucking hell, it's his son. Cool. He did a good job. He did a really good job. In fact, all the actors involved did a good job in that. I actually enjoyed the hell out of that film. I really did. And this is coming from somebody who normally watches like violent action movies and gory horror movies, but I don't mind seeing some good drama and biopic films every once in a while. And this one was good.
Yeah,
I ain't got bad
I
things
like
to say
some
about
biopics, but I'm with you on that. I'm more of a comedy and horror film person. Action movies are fine, just they all kind of seem to be the same thing, but some of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more into like action and comedy basically, and superhero movies.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
those are my
It's good
favorite
action,
action
yeah.
movies, just because it's like, god damn, these motherfuckers are badass.
Who was that guy that played Max in Mad Max Fury Road?
Tom Hardy.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I became a fan of him.
You think he's hot, don't you?
Oh, yes, indeed.
All right, you got to choose Tom Hardy or Dean Ambrose.
Oh, Dean.
Damn.
There you go. You don't mind Tom Hardy, but it's Dean Ambrose all the way.
We lost Mo.
Speaking of Dean,
Oh boy.
here's a message out there that I just want to say. I want to give some advice. If you're a fan of Dean Ambrose and you're in the Dean Ambrose community, and you say that you wish your Dean Ambrose doll would be alive and become real and be him, you don't put up a picture of Dean as a fairy godmother in a dress, a white dress, looking like a total fairy.
What the
You don't
fuck?
do that. I should block you on Twitter. You
She
don't
blocked
do that.
him.
Why couldn't you make him a fairy godfather and put him in a sexy, like, G-string or something? I don't know, but that was uncalled for. You need to rethink things.
Cat would be pissed if he was in like a toothpaste commercial, and like the very first second of the commercial, you see him with dirty teeth, and then this dude gets like clean teeth from like doing like a Colgate commercial. She would just be pissed off at that one.
Yeah, because that's uncalled for.
commercial.
You know what would probably drive Cat fucking nuts is if they ever did another Tooth Fairy movie and he ended up playing the lead role.
Oh my freaking God, no. Oh, that better never happen. That better never ever happen. Please, Lord.
Well, I've been
Lord in
trolling
heaven.
her. I've been
She
trolling
would go
Cat for a
ape
while,
shit.
for like the last week about having Dean Ambrose be like the new like cleaning product guy and have him go around waxing people's ass.
Oh, fuck. Well, there goes my meal for the night, boys.
Oh, sorry about that.
He can wax my ass.
Well,
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, she's honest.
Yep, true that.
You'd say the same about some woman you thought was hot. You'd say they could wax your ass.
What? If it was between life and death, then yes, but other than that, no.
Fuck the waxing, man. That shit hurts.
No, not like waxing people's ass. It's just like a can't think of how to describe this. It's like a saying almost.
Maybe I'm like naive, but what I was thinking was like the commercial where they have their hand and they're waxing it, wax on and then wax off. I thought you meant like rubbing somebody's behind like that.
That's what I was talking about, like polishing their ass or something. That's what I was talking about, like waxing Big Show's ass and shit.
So you wouldn't want a beautiful woman with her hands rubbing your ass. Is that what you're saying?
If I get a happy ending at a massage parlor, I'm game.
I got no problem with that.
I don't think you understand what it is. I mean, come on. The person is rubbing your ass, like your ass cheeks.
I'm fine. That's fine. Whatever.
No, but you guys are acting like it's some like gross, disgusting thing.
I thought you were talking
It's
about
gross.
something else. I don't know. I just misheard you. I thought you were talking about something else, and I was like,
You don't like your butt cheeks rubbed or massaged by a woman who's gorgeous?
I do, but I've been watching the Blitz Team Overtime video, and they were talking about some questionable shit on there.
Oh my God, they talk about drinking stuff out of Paige's ass. So it's not like
No.
rubbing
This
somebody's
week
butt
was
like that.
worse.
No, this one was pretty fucked up. Devin's right about this.
This week was way fucking worse.
So I think compared to that, I think that rubbing an ass is nothing compared to that.
Arlo would watch Jay fuck Ava Marie instead of Nikki Eaton's ass.
Okay.
Is Monique coming back, Christian?
Not I'll message her. She
I
has
know
her
his Phil's
Instagram.
gone very quiet. He's probably thinking, what the fuck?
Wait a minute, I just don't get it. So now I'm confused. This is our discussion point now. I'm really confused, okay? Now, seriously, this is what it's come to, that you think that there's something wrong with a guy getting his butt massaged by a beautiful woman.
Again, I didn't say there was anything wrong with it.
No. I misheard you. Like I thought you were talking about something else. I don't think it's wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh, because the way you responded, it was like, okay, what kind of a crazy... And I'm thinking, what the hell's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, as soon as you brought that up, I thought you were saying that Dean Ambrose was rubbing other male wrestlers' asses. And that's why I was like, nope, I'm going to eject you.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So that I don't get that reaction. Is it a man thing?
No, I misheard you. I thought you meant like, I don't know. When you say female and another guy's ass, for me, my mind always goes to she's gonna try and fuck me in the ass, and that's definitely that's not happening.
So that's a fear of you men. You don't want anybody near your ass because you're afraid that somebody's gonna put something in your ass. Is that it?
Fuck yeah. Never know these days.
Or worst case scenario, she might go, I spit in your grave on you.
Oh yeah. That is worst case scenario. That's for sure.
And welcome back, Monique. How you doing?
You guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to argue with you. You just got me really confused.
No. I don't know. I just kind of rushed to conclusion and thought something else. My bad. Didn't mean to confuse you.
See, your mind's in the gutter then. Your mind is
When is it not?
Devin, get your mind out of the gutter, boy.
Yeah, well, as long as they'll put unicorn dildos up your ass, then that's good.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Paul and
for
Phil,
sure.
do me a favor.
Yeah.
Paul and Phil, ask Kat about Abyss.
No, don't.
All right, what's going on with Abyss?
Well, see, here's the thing. He likes to have Abyss rub his butt cheek.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay. Well, she got me with that one. All right. No more
Yeah,
Abyss
you know
jokes.
I love you. We're just playing.
No more Abyss jokes.
I met Abyss at a local wrestling show last year. He was okay. Talk to her, that is.
Did he have fucking Janice with him?
I was even asking that question. I was like saying, dude, have you got Janice? Because I wanna hold it. I wanna hold her. And he's like, nope, wasn't allowed to get it through customs. Like, fuck.
No, the motherfucker looks like a fucking murderer with that thing. The thing is fucking ridiculous looking. I don't know.
What is it?
It's like a board and it's got
A
nails.
2x4 with big ass nails sticking out
Oh,
of it.
he copied Cactus Jack.
You can rip somebody open with that one, I'll tell you.
But that's the same thing that Cactus Jack did, Mick Foley.
No,
What
he
was
had 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire. Abyss has literally fucking nails that's literally hammered through this piece of wood.
Oh.
It is a fucking nasty thing. I remember when I first saw that appear in TNA, I was like, what the fuck is that? Somebody's gonna get killed with that thing.
Well, you remember he hit Rob Van Dam with it, and Rob Van Dam got split the fuck open, like he was bleeding on his leg and shit.
He got savaged
That
with
was
that thing.
that was nasty. I'm surprised that Rob Van Dam allowed to do that bump, but then again, that's a crazy motherfucker, and he was probably super high, so he probably didn't feel it.
He fucking felt it the next day.
Yeah. What was that he called, Cactus Jack called his thing? Was it Barbie?
Yeah, I think that was it called.
So Janice is Abyss's. Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of what it looks like, just to give you an idea. I'll see if I can find it. I'll pull it up.
Welcome back, Mo, by the way.
Monique, what do you want to talk about? Your audio's cutting out again.
I don't know.
There you go. I can hear you better now.
Well, I got something.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I heard that. When I found this supposed news or possible news, like it's just an insult to my intelligence. Big Show after leaving WWE is gonna join boxing.
I thought
That's his career.
What?
That's ridiculous.
No, wait. Didn't it say that at one time he had considered joining boxing?
No, it says Big Show after leaving is considering having a boxing career.
But I won't be able to move around in the ring.
How? That dude's way too big. I don't think they have a division with people that big.
That's right.
The last big man they had in boxing was Butterbean.
Fucking hell.
Hey, Butterbean whooped some ass. He beat the shit out of Bart Gunn.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
if
he
anyone
kicked
remember
the
that fall
fuck out
brawl,
of
that brawl for all thing. He beat the shit out of Bart Gunn.
Yeah, he beat the living shit out of Bart Gunn, and I remember on Jackass the movie, he beat the piss out of Knoxville, but, you know.
Holy God! I just
Butterbean's a
that
fucking
picture.
badass.
That is one nasty plank of wood. Bloody
I
hell.
know.
Yeah,
Good God.
meet Janet.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, I just
Yes,
put a
that's
picture
why
on
I
the
said,
chat.
holy God.
I've always enjoyed Abyss's character.
I was kind of gutted they didn't bring it at the wrestling show he was at last year when in my town, so I really wanted to hold it and have a picture of that thing. That's me.
Yeah, and let me tell you something, Devin. Seeing that picture of Abyss, that really makes me see that his attractiveness and his total hotness. I didn't know what I was missing. Monique, you need to go look at that lovely picture of Abyss.
She's trolling me right now.
We don't know what we're missing. Oh, my God. Ugh. 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 Gonna puke.
I've always liked this character. He's like a psychopath. I like that
I've
shit.
always liked Abyss's character in TNA. I remember when I first saw TNA and I was just seeing some of the crazy shit he was doing in the ring, and I was just like, man, this is really awesome shit right here.
You remember when they had like all those like fucking demon characters? Like they had Abyss, they had Relic, they had Black Rain,
Yeah.
aka Goldust.
Yeah, I remember that.
All that shit was. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Remember that weapon that Black Rain had? Looked like
Oh,
a
yeah.
stick with a fucking axe end on it. I was like, the fuck is that?
They've had some fucking sick ass weapons in TNA.
Yeah.
TNA's on they were on their ECW shit. Like,
Yeah, honestly, in the early 2000s when TNA was around, you know, we're talking from 2003 to 2008, because that's when they started toning shit down.
yeah.
Well, all those years in between that, it was just fucking awesome. You had ECW guys there, you had old WCW guys there, WWE guy, you name it. They were there, and the matches they had were just fucking brutal and amazing.
Yeah,
Got
brutal.
my money's worth on that.
Anyone can say that TNA is nothing but a bunch of recycled talent, but those recycled talents did a lot more in TNA than they've ever done with
Yeah.
any of these other companies. Like, I don't know about. I'm back to Abyss real quick. Those bag of tacks and shit, like taking a choke slam on those motherfuckers and like the glass.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw Bobby Roode had fucking tacks sticking all out of his back and shit. I was like, that's fucking disgusting.
And the sad thing is that if he signed with WWE, he wouldn't have that. They'd give him like a stuffed bunny to carry around.
I'd be done.
Well, I'm glad James Storm didn't go to WWE.
Oh, he hated it. He kind of if you watch their debut on Pop TV. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I got it on my DVR.
Oh, okay. He kind
We
of
don't
cut
get
a
it until
promo.
Sunday in the UK, but I'll definitely watch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he cut a promo on pretty much on the WWE, and I was like, well, that doesn't surprise me because he only did 2 matches in NXT, and they were against a bunch of fucking job boys, so it didn't surprise
Yeah,
me.
and I bet you some of those WWE fanboys are getting all pissed off because remember when he came in there first time, it was like, yeah, James Storm's finally made it to the big game, and I bet you when he went back to TNA, I bet he's like, oh, that fucking traitor, you fucking turncoat, and I'm thinking, no.
But he was never signed with them. He was just kind of doing He was kind of doing like live tryout or like filmed tryout matches, but he didn't really like. James Storm didn't need to be on NXT if you ask. I mean, he's not that great of a wrestler, but
No.
dude had a place on the roster already. Like these guys, like Aries that's coming in, has a place, and him and Joe probably should stay in NXT for a while, just because that style is closer to TNA. Like the NXT style is still a little bit more different than like the main roster style because they still try and run it like a wannabe indie show, but it doesn't really work out that way. But they do that type of wrestling.
Yeah, I've been so behind on NXT lately because from 2000 when it first came on TV from there till I think it was 2014 or 15, they used to show it on Sky Sports. But then when that WWE Network showed up, they took NXT off Sky Sports and they put it on WWE Network only. So I've been missing out on NXT because it's not on Sky anymore, and I can't be asked to pay $10 for the network, you know, because I'm paying out enough for this for my Sky subscription.
Okay, first off, how is James Storm a traitor if he's been in TNA for way more years than...
I'm just speculating what some of these people might say, you know.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, if that were to be the case, then they're dumb as fuck because he's only been there for 2 days. Like he's only been there for like 2 days and then, or 2 matches or whatever, NXT, and then he's gonna go back to TNA. You know, that's not really betraying this. That's just you being a dumb fuck.
Yeah, he decided not to sign the contract because I guess he felt they weren't paying him enough, and he was getting a better pay in TNA. But I tell you what, if he didn't go back to TNA, we wouldn't have seen the reformation of Beer Money, which was probably one of the best tag teams TNA had.
Oh yeah.
So when I saw them come back, that put a big ass smile on my face.
Yeah, that interview that they did backstage was pretty funny.
Yeah. And speaking of TNA debacles, what about this thing where TNA decided to air a bit of dirty laundry out regarding fucking shit with AJ Styles and Gallows and Anderson?
That was fucking weird.
Yeah, Devin wanted to talk about it, right?
Oh, yeah, you guys were talking about WWE and TNA.
The whole thing with AJ Styles when he went back on contract.
Yeah, LB said something about it earlier. Shout out to LB, by the way. You're very on top of everything on this news. You keep me informed because I never know where to find this shit. But something with TNA might be pursuing legal action against WWE because they had originally signed Gallows, Anderson, and Styles for sometime in December, like it was December 14th or 15th last year, and
Crystal!
What's up,
Hi.
Crystal?
Hi!
Hey.
How are you doing?
Doing fine. How are y'all?
Good.
Doing
Pretty
good.
good.
All right.
But yeah, it
Sorry.
does. The story didn't make sense to me, so I'm just kind of I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't
Well,
know
from what
if those three like abandoned TNA, because if
from
they
what I've
did, then that's
read,
on them.
from what I read is that they were at Dixie Carter's house. They did have a contract negotiation, and they did sign something. And then all of a sudden, around mid-December-ish, they had the lawyers contact TNA and say, nope, they've changed their mind. They've reneged on the contract. They're going to WWE. See you later. Which I guess is kind of like a court matter. But the fact that TNA decided to air the dirty laundry out in public kind of puts them in a bit of a crossfire where they shot themselves in the foot. It's kind of unprofessional to air like legal proceedings like that out in the open.
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
would rather see those three in TNA just because of that's their kind of it's a different style. But you know, I suppose it's fine with them in WWE, but they're gonna still get fucked over. So
No, I've just found the TNA
Yeah.
link with that article that MG was talking about. I'm putting it in the chat box for you guys right now. There you go.
I mean, what's going on?
Well,
sorry, go ahead. You go ahead. You tell
well,
her.
what's going on, Chris? We were talking about this whole thing with TNA and AJ Styles, where TNA decided to air a bit of the laundry about what happened between them and Styles when they reneged on the contract thing, and they put it out public on their website.
Oh.
I'll read what it says here. I'll read the article for you guys. It says here, AJ Styles has always been synonymous with TNA and TNA synonymous with AJ Styles. AJ helped build the foundation of Impact Wrestling. With his phenomenal body of work lives on in our rich history, something we're very proud of. In the last few weeks, rumors have swelled about AJ Styles, his future, and TNA Wrestling. Fans have asked for the status of, and the wrestling media have made numerous inquiries. For the past several months, AJ and TNA were involved in serious discussions to bring him back home to TNA. Creative decisions escalated, and two additional wrestlers, Drew Hankinson and Chad Aguila, better known as Doc Gallows, were enthusiastically added. These discussions culminated on December 14th in Nashville, Tennessee, where all attended a meeting at Dixie's home. A handshake and a written deal between AJ, Drew, and Chad and TNA were agreed upon, and were signed by all. Start dates were determined, creative decided, merchandise designed, and plane tickets purchased. Over the Christmas holiday, and after the lawyers finalized a long-term agreement, all communications with TNA stopped. AJ's lawyer contacted TNA and stated that the wrestlers had changed their minds and they would not be honoring their commitment to TNA, and that's what they aired on the website.
Okay.
So there's a bit of a pissing contest going on there between the groups involved.
Personally, I just hope WWE loses the lawsuit just because
We hate them.
they've been pissing me the fuck off.
But to be honest with you, if I'm going to be honest here about AJ Styles, I mean, I've been watching TNA for a good couple of years, and if you guys know me well enough, I like all kinds of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen AJ Styles in TNA throughout the years, and he's had some really good fucking matches. And
I've seen the dude since 05, I think.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've seen some of the Ring of Honor stuff on DVD that he's had when he was with New Japan and the Bullet Club. So the whole mention of him going to WWE, I'm on the fence about it because what I'm concerned about is that that WWE might fucking tone down his character and kind of give him a set list of what he's allowed to do in wrestling moves and what he's not allowed to do. Like they're just basically watering him down.
That's
From
a
what I've heard,
legitimate concern. That is a
Yeah.
legitimate, totally legitimate concern.
but from what I understand contract-wise is that WWE made him a major money offer, which TNA and New Japan couldn't match. So he signed with them. He's not going to go to NXT. He's heading straight for the main roster.
Where he needs to go.
Yeah, and one of the matches that MG pointed out that a good possible match that could happen between him at WrestleMania would be him and Brock Lesnar. Could be a pretty good match there in itself. That's a win-win situation. But again, people may be happy that he's in TNA. I mean, in WWE, And if he wants to go there, I mean, hell, good for him. I hope he does good there. But my concerns is, as I said, they might water down his character. They might tone down some of the moves, saying he's not allowed to do certain moves, this, that, or he might end up jobbing. You know, for example, look what happened to Sting.
Do
Three
not let
matches.
him job.
Yeah, 3 matches and only won one of those 3 matches, and that match was like a match on Raw. It wasn't the 2 major matches like WrestleMania, so they basically fucked his run up in WWE.
Wait, I have a question though. Okay, like from what I saw that LB posted on Facebook, it said, people were saying that, oh, TNA is going to win because, Dixie's a billionaire. My question is this: if she's such a billionaire, why can't she do more with her companies?
Because she's a bad businesswoman. I've been on this bandwagon for a couple years. She's a really bad businesswoman. Like, as far as her giving to her fans and giving, like, TNA giving to their fans, TNA is excellent at that. Like, no one can deny that they've done exceptional things that have been giving to their fans, but she's a bad businesswoman. TNA almost went out of business. Like, when they changed to the 4-sided ring, like the regular, they almost went out of business. That whole Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff thing was fucking terrible for them.
Oh, agree.
They made it seem like it was so good, and they
got rid of the 6-sided ring and everything.
They had some great talent, and they had some pretty okay matches, but when they switched from that, because the 6-sided ring is a TNA trademark. I don't know if it's on anything else, but in mainstream wise, it's a TNA trademark, and they almost went out of business. Like, they were trying to do big things, but their business plan failed, and now she's trying to pick up those pieces. I mean, if it's still around in 10 years, which God, I hope it is, because I freaking love TNA, then honestly, it'll probably be a lot better than it is now, and it's still pretty good. So I'm trying to hold out for TNA, and
I don't want to see the company go out of business either.
I don't either. That's my alternative. That's my guilty pleasure right now.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Dixie Carter has the money behind her because, after all, her father, Robert W. Carter, is the founder of Panda Energy, which is like a operations maintenance, gas utility. So they're like fucking oil company. They got like billions upon billions of money on their side. Okay, but when it comes to business decisions, she's just not good. Yeah, she's got her dad's backing, and the company that her dad runs, keeping TNA running money-wise. But you can throw as much money as you want at it. But if the business decisions suck, then nobody's going to tune in, and everything will just go to shit.
Well, also around that time, I think Vince Russo was one of the writers.
He was.
And we all know Vince Russo's track record. That dude's been a company after company after company, and he, obviously he doesn't have a job. This dude's doing blogs and shit.
He does podcasts on a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what Vince Russo has come to. Like, I don't doubt that Russo probably isn't a good writer. This dude just, like, his main focus and bravado is just a bunch of sex stuff. Like, that's fine, but damn it, I'm trying to watch a pro wrestling show. I want to watch I want to see a motherfucker get his teeth super kicked out or something. Like,
yeah.
Shit.
No. Okay, listen. It's not about kicks. It's not about flippity flips. Okay, you don't know wrestling, okay?
This guy always fucking shows up.
So shut
fucking
up.
nerd.
That voice just makes me want to beat the shit out of you.
Well, I'm gonna agree with you there because John Cena is the best storyteller ever, and the WWE has the best storylines ever. And they don't have a lot of flippity flips, and that's how wrestling is supposed to be. A bunch of jacked up guys doing things. And I think this because I live in my parents' basement and beat my dick with Cheeto grease.
and also that wrestling is real, and unlike UFC, which is very fake, and their fights only last 18
Someone
seconds.
tried to tell me that shit, and I was like, all right, bitch, I got gloves at home. Let me go put one on and punch you in the face and show you how fake it is.
I mean, look,
Paul, I want to hear more of your nerds.
You want to? Oh God, I've dropped myself in it. I'll get back to where I was. Hang on. Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, I just want to point out that wrestling is real. They have real fights, very well thought out, well told stories. It's not fake like boxing, which only lasts for maybe one round, and UFC is just a bunch of untalented hacks who just knock each other out in 18 seconds. There's no entertainment value, and I just can't watch that because it's not entertaining for me. I don't like the idea of people getting knocked out inside of 10 seconds, and that's why I prefer wrestling, because it's real, and John Cena is the greatest of all time, and if he not come back, then there's no point in me living. I just might end up just taking a gun and shooting myself. Well, go ahead and shoot yourself then.
WWE.
Fuck!
Oh
Get out of here, Jamoke.
Yeah, you know what? I find myself using that word a lot now.
Yeah.
Just because I've heard it so many times on his videos, I'm like, fuck, whatever. I just started using it.
Yeah. But,
Sounds
all
like a
seriousness,
coffee
man.
drink.
Arby's has this thing called, or Hardee's has this thing called a Jamocha shake, and it's really good.
How
Yeah.
do these nerds keep hacking my show?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. You gotta start
I
putting
don't
a
know.
firewall up.
I mean, if they like WWE and they like John Cena, I mean, go ahead, keep watching, man. I mean, but it's not something that I would enjoy watching. Getting tongue tied here. Give me my teeth back. But as I was saying, I mean, if they like that kind of wrestling, and if they like John Cena and the way WWE does things, that's fine, It's just that people like us, me especially, because I've grown up over the years and I've seen how good wrestling can be. Crystal can vouch on this one too, because she's watched wrestling a long time, as long as I have, I guess, anyway. But the bottom line is, wrestling in WWE right now is just not as good as it used to be.
That's so true.
It's not even good as it was like in the summer. In the summer, we were having pretty good matches. Like at least I thought there was some pretty good stuff going on. But
Dude, the only decent
outside of
match
Cena.
I saw in the summer last year and I know people might have their complaints about Undertaker being there, but come on, man, Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker, that was a damn good match. And
yeah,
that
was
fucking
good shit.
that punch up they had on Raw, you don't see stuff like that no more.
Everything they did last year with the with Lesnar and Undertaker was fucking great. Oh, hey, real quick, to everyone on the panel, I have a question. What is a suplex?
All right.
Good question. What is a suplex? Phil, what's a suplex?
No idea.
Christian?
A
Crystal?
really good
Anybody?
Lord mercy. I'm not saying.
If there's a table in a UFC fight and they get put through the table, it's not fighting. I just have a question. Why not?
God, I remember that video.
Yeah, that was epic.
That was fucking amazing.
That was an epic win.
Why not?
I
love it.
I ended up getting the biggest bag of popcorn I had, and I just started eating away. I'm like, man, this is better than normal TV.
I still watch it. Like I watched I either watched that review or I watched like the best of grits. That's the shit that I go back and continuously watch because it's so fucking hilarious.
Yeah. The stuff he says is just fucking funny as hell, but he's always on point with what's going to be said,
Hi, I'm gonna beat my dick till I bust blood. I was like, what? Crystal, how do you feel about John Cena?
He can kiss my ass.
She loves him.
Shit.
Greatest of all time.
Lies.
Worst of all time.
People still try and tell me that this dude can wrestle, and then they like name all these moves off. Like someone tried to throw in that electric chair that he was doing. I was like, first of all, it's not really a fucking move. It's not even anything. It's just putting a guy up on your shoulders and falling, and then he barely uses that. And someone tried to tell me, Christian, you know, that John Cena has an indie style of wrestling. Get the fuck out of here.
Indie style of wrestling?
Yes, they said that John Cena has been integrating an indie style of wrestling.
Yeah, he applied the indie style to his arsenal or some shit like that.
Oh, good God.
Bullshit.
Oh, he
Just
stole a
because
move.
he can do a fetal position drop kick does not make him an indie guy.
Yeah. I'll never forget that one review that I saw on Blitz website when they were talking. I think it was between him and a match with Kevin Owens, and then you had people saying about that he was wrestling an ROH match.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
John Cena would go to. Oh, by the way, the same person tried to tell me that he could be good in any other company. You send him to New Japan, those fans will shit on him. You send him to ROH, he might get his ass whooped. Like, that's how.
Send him to TNA and you'll get booed out of the building.
I would just hope Eric Young would just pile drive the shit out of him.
Oh, that's the thing. We got to talk about Eric Young here with his heel turn. I didn't think he had it in him. I mean, I know he was a heel before when he was with that World Elite, but this heel turn, holy shit, man! I'm very impressed.
He's a fucking psycho. I love this shit.
Fucking nut. He's even got a new tattoo on his arm. I'm trying to make up what that is.
No, stop right there. Eric Young is a Daniel Bryan wannabe.
Fuck off, man.
Bobby Roode is trying to be like Triple H, and everybody knows that Triple H is the best wrestler ever because he goes out there and he spits water at the crowd for his entrances, and he does the pedigree. The pedigree is the best move in wrestling history because it belongs in the WWE.
I got a question then. How many matches has he done in the last 3-4 years?
Well, they don't televise a lot of matches, so he might have done some house shows. You never know. I mean,
Bullshit. He only
I'm
wrestles
guessing.
WrestleMania and that's it.
But Triple H is a hard worker. You know he is. He gives
worker
110%.
Hard worker behind the scenes, yeah, but when it comes to wrestling, he's hardly doing shit.
Oh no,
Okay,
he does everything.
wait a minute. Crystal, Mo, and Philip, you all need to do a nerd voice now. Who's next?
I don't even have a nerd voice.
Just pinch your nose. It hurts for a while. Just pinch your nose and talk, though. It helps.
Go ahead, Crystal. Do your worst.
Oh my God. I'm trying. Oh. I can't.
You can tell she's about to go for it, but she just starts cracking up.
It's just pinch and talk. It's easy.
You don't even have to pinch your nose. You can just do another voice.
Yeah, like I did. There you go. Work with that one.
WWE.
WWE is like the best organization ever. Vince McMahon is a total god. And John Cena is better than Stone Cold, The Rock, and Hulk Hogan.
Better than Stone Cold and Rock. Hold on, that's blasphemy.
Be quiet, you indie mark. You don't know what you're talking about.
An indie mark.
Oh, I'm an indie mark now. That's funny. I'm just a guy who likes wrestling. Carry on, though.
She has you all beat. Crystal did the best.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
My nose hurts.
Told you it hurt. Monique?
Mo?
I think her microphone's off. Monique, you still there?
She's muted. Phil?
Oh. Go on, Phil. You get one out there. Come on, man.
By the way, when you say W, you have to say it like you have to do it like the Michael Cole. You got to say it the whole damn thing.
WWE.
Hang on, give me a sec. Hang on.
Subscribe to the WWE Network today.
Where you can watch
subscribe to this
censored
ass
ECW pay-per-views.
With elevator music. Yeah.
Yeah, and no New Jack matches as far as the eye can see.
What?
Yeah, most of the matches are not there.
Why don't they have New Jack matches? New Jack
Because
was
his music
fucking
keeps
badass.
playing throughout the entire match, and they couldn't afford the licensing for the song.
Because Vince McMahon is cheap.
Yep.
Natural Born Killers is a great song, by the way.
No argument from me there.
You ready, Philip?
Even the theme that Rob Van Dam had an ECW fucking walk by Pantera.
The Pantera. Tommy Dreamer had that. I have the actual song on my phone. It was the Alice in Chains song.
Yep.
Man in the Box.
Damn right.
Go ahead. Sorry, Philip.
Oh, it's okay. So, oh,
I love the WWE so much that I go to bed in my John Cena pajamas.
Oh my god, that sounds like Bruce Forsyth drunk.
Go. And when I'm alone at night, I like to slip my hands through my pajama bottoms into my John Cena underwear and stroke my hard cock and oily muscular body, and I come to his arse.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have nightmares now.
Do you have John Cena condoms?
You got issues, Phil.
No, that's
Fucking hell.
he's imitating a WWE male nerd fan perfectly. I mean, that's how they
I need to
believe
up my
in what
game
they
now.
say.
That was good shit. I have to up my game now.
That was good.
We are so going to hell
He
for this.
said he beats his
So going to
dick.
hell for that.
Well, god damn it, hell it is. I'd be like, shit, if we go in hell for that, then that must have been going for a while, these last, 5 years, because this fucking guy.
Oh, fuck. I gotta use the bathroom, guys. I'm gonna piss myself with laughter here. I'll be back in a minute. I need some-
Okay.
Give me 2 minutes.
By the way, it
Wow,
pisses me
Philip.
off every time to walk in a cereal aisle and see this motherfucker on a Free Pebble box. Like, I literally
I
want to
know.
punch the box. Like,
Gross.
I don't even get mad. I just want to punch the fucking box. Just for no reason.
Hey, but listen, Philip, I knew you were talented, but by golly, you could do anything. That was just perfect.
thanks.
We add this to your list of talents.
Oh, thanks.
Christian dropped.
And Mo dropped too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Christian probably be back here in a second mode. I'm not sure.
And Crystal, oh my goodness, that was impressive, girl. That
Oh,
was
thank you.
impressive.
I know me and my sister be imitating Nikki Bella and Brie.
Oh shit! Since you said it, now you got to do it.
Oh my gosh, Crystal.
Oh.
Do you really have to put me on the spot like that? Oh my gosh.
Bray. I mean, I know John doesn't want to marry me, but I still want to be with him because I love his money. I mean, I love him, and he doesn't want to have kids with me, even though he paid a lot of money for my new boobies. It's just it's whatever.
But Nikki, love always comes first, you know?
But
not money.
That's my sister in the background.
While Daniel Bryan's standing in the back smoking a fat joint.
Yes. I'm like, that's why I call Bree Potbot.
I'm not Potbot.
Mm-hmm. Titbot, too. I think out of the Bellas, Nikki's the dumbest one. You can tell that.
Stop talking about Nikki Bella. She's the greatest diva of all time.
Oh boy.
I want to agree. I'm going to agree. And John, you're right. You're right, Phil. John is he's the best wrestler ever. I'm even gonna get a tattoo of hustle, loyalty, and respect on my chest.
I'm gonna tell you something
John
crazy,
Cena.
Devin. I've actually seen people with John Cena tattoos on them.
I'm sure you have.
I will find the proof just to prove
That
it.
is
I'll
sad.
get it.
That is fucking
Yeah,
sad.
find the proof and
Oh, don't worry, I'll find it. Give me a few minutes.
wait. He probably couldn't screen share it because that's a flag. I think I'm not sure.
I won't screen share it, but I will fucking put it on the chat box for you guys. I might find it. You guys want?
By the way, to anyone that says fuck the Young Bucks, you're high. The Young Bucks are very entertaining.
Here's the thing, though. I may not like the way the Young Bucks look, but when it comes to wrestling, holy shit.
They look like girls, but I'm fine with the way they wrestle. They kick the fuck out of people.
Yeah, when they kick, yeah, you can hear that they're getting hit by those guys. You're pretty sure it sounds like a gun going off.
I mean, and people say all they do is super kicks. No, they do they do a Meltzer driver. They do the more bang for your buck. There's another move that I always can never remember what the hell it's called because I never really see it. But they do stuff. I mean, that's their shtick. Their shtick is the super kick party. So obviously they're gonna live up to it and do it 50 fucking times.
I've just found a few of them.
I'd rather watch a super kick any day over an AA.
Still not a believable move. At least getting super kick 50,000 times, you can believe that you're going to be knocked the fuck out afterwards. And John Cena puts you up on his shoulder for an AA. The most that'll do, honestly, is knock the wind out of your lungs for about probably a good 5 seconds. But no, not even 5 seconds. Probably like 2 seconds. And this is supposed to be like the ender of ender while this motherfucker's getting like kicked in the fucking head and GTS and kneed in the head all over the goddamn place.
Okay, I'm gonna rant on something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
How sad.
Okay, you're some people are gonna come out here and say, Daniel Bryan, the young fucks are not believable or some shit. Look at the five merchandise shuffle. You're gonna tell me the dude hits the guy, he hits the ring. You're telling me that's believable? Plus on the other botches that he does in the ring, that's believable. That a Daniel Bryan, you know.
All I'm gonna say is Christian is 100% correct. Look at the way he throws a punch. That's my argument every time. Look at the way this motherfucker throws a punch. Like, you don't throw a punch towards the ground. You throw it at their face, dipshit. Fucking Roman Reigns. But even dumbass Roman Reigns has that shit down.
Yeah.
Leave my baby alone.
Sorry.
Sorry, Chris. But I gotta get this out there when it comes to the Royal Rumble. The way they're booking Roman Reigns in this title match at the Royal Rumble, it's like if he's being ended at number 1 and he does win, they're trying to book him in like a Cena type way, you know, which will probably make him lose traction with the fans, you know.
Oh, he's already lost traction. He speared Brock Lesnar twice this past week. He's done.
Oh shit. See, this is what I mean. The way they're booking him like Cena. It's Vince, you know, because he gets the final say over everything. You can have all the writers that have a ton of different ideas and think, yeah, this will work really good, but it's all down to Vince having the final say.
Can I sing a little song dedicated to Vince?
Oh boy.
Hey.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
I agree.
Amen to that.
Well, I think he's retiring after WrestleMania 32, right?
And then the game takes over, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Would that be a good...
No, then Stephanie takes over. God.
Oh, shit.
Then I'm really going to want to bash my head into the TV.
But if Triple H is the guy taking over, I mean, okay, people may have their opinions about the guy, but when it comes to NXT, he seems to be doing shit right over there, right?
And look who his favorites are. He likes Kevin Owens. He likes Seth Rollins. He likes Neville. He likes Sami Zayn. He likes Cesaro. It's a win. These people will be on the top. He does not like John Cena.
No, he's made that crystal clear.
We definitely do not want Stephanie in charge, though.
He likes Roman.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. Remember, Stephanie was the one who handpicked both Roman Reigns and John Cena.
Yeah, she's garbage at picking talent. I mean, Roman Reigns is still way better in-ring wrestler. At least his shit's believable. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired of seeing 50 goddamn Superman punches, though. But
here's the thing, though. When it comes to wrestling, you know, Roman Reigns does have some pretty good wrestling skills, better than Cena's, I guess. But when it comes to microphone-wise, he needs more work on that.
He just needs to stop talking. Period.
Well,
He needs
Yeah.
to take that fucking Kevlar vest off too.
Yeah, because
I
Shield's
want to see
done.
that chest. Whew.
what I worry about with Stephanie in charge is that she'll only pick people based on looks and not on talent, and we'll have
That's
like a
that's
whole
exactly
bunch
what
of
she's
like
gonna do.
muscle boys, but like it's like the shittiest show ever because they can't do anything. I
And
mean,
they
yes,
won't.
Reigns can do stuff, but that's the exception.
Yeah.
Reigns, actually, there's something that I really enjoy that Reigns do, and it's simple. And yeah, I'm gonna get marked as a fucking indie fan probably for this shit. But when he does that fucking over the top rope dive, that motherfucker gets air.
Yep. And
Like
that hair be flying. Ah.
No argument from me there.
he clears that fucking rope by what, a good 8 inches to a foot. Like
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be
and
right back, guys.
you got the goddamn Usos shit fucking belly touching the rope and shit.
Now leave my boys alone too. They can't help it.
Oh boy.
But if you Roman Reigns needs to just be a heel that just goes out there and just beats the fuck out of people. Like he's not a big guy, but
But he
for
can hold
his
his
si-
own.
He can hold his own, and for his size, he can do it. I mean, God, he throws fucking phenomenal. He's got the best wrestling punches in that company right now. His spear is pretty sick when he throws it right.
Yes.
Get rid of the goddamn Superman punch, and probably he can keep the Samoan drop. He can keep the he can really keep that what's that thing that he does now? Like he'll roll him up and then he'll pick him up for the double clutch powerbomb.
Powerbomb?
To sit out. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that move. Keep that.
You know,
Except for
if they
don't do it like that. Just
if
do
they
it
give
as
him a
in, like,
heel
pick him up
turn.
off the ground.
Yeah, if they give him like the don't give him a lot to say, just make him a heel and keep the microphone away from him. You'd have a pretty good interesting booking going on there.
He needs a manager.
Yeah, he needs a mouthpiece. And who's one of the best managers in WWE right now?
Heyman.
Exactly.
But I think he needs a female on his side instead of Heyman.
But
How about Lana?
What female? Yeah, Lana would be good. But people like Lana. That's the only
Yeah,
problem.
true.
That's like, which by the way, that's why we probably haven't seen her with the League of Nations. By the way, what the fuck is that? League of Nations and the Social Outcast can both get the fuck off my TV screen.
The social outcast is hilarious. I just laugh at them because they're stupid.
They're like the fucking job
they always
squad.
lose.
Like, okay, we know a jobber match. Here we go.
Like Job
Like-
Squad 3.0.
It's three man band again, but only with a few new members and a different name.
And
And as for that League of Nations, it's kind of like, kind of reminds me of that group in TNA they had called World Elite.
It doesn't bother me because actually the guys in that group, what the fuck is it? It's Barrett.
It's
Barrett-
Alberto Del Rio, Wade Barrett, Rusev, Sheamus.
And Barrett does. You know, Barrett really doesn't bother me. I don't think that he's the best wrestler, but he doesn't bother me. I wish you would quit fucking turning that goddamn elbow pad. It doesn't make a goddamn difference what side you hit it with. It's just gonna still fucking hurt. Like if you're gonna do that, drop the elbow pad. Like throw that bitch off and then hit him with it. But like Sheamus, he's pretty good. But by the way, his shit's gone down since he doesn't have that title anymore. Rusev is growing on me. I think he's fucking hilarious. And Del Rio can get in there and do his thing. I wish he'd get rid of that double foot stomp though. It really annoys me.
And here's the thing, right? Kalisto wins the U.S. title, and all of a sudden they give it back to Rusev. What the fuck is that about?
Oh, they give it back to Rusev?
I mean, not Rusev, not my bad. I mean, Del Rio's got the belt again. He loses it on Raw, and then all of a sudden he gets it back a couple of days later.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. When I saw that spoiler, I was like, well, there goes my interest in SmackDown, because I was actually
just
going to
like-
watch it just to see
yeah.
Kalisto, but I was like,
Because
no,
I said to
fuck
myself, you know, Kalisto's a U.S. champion. I thought, great, they're finally giving him a push now that he's doing shit on his own. And then all of a sudden they pull the plug.
that. Something must have happened backstage. Something had to happen.
It's the only way that something like that can happen.
That's why we actually don't see Tyler Breeze every week anymore, is because I guess he left the arena, which everyone that has heard me talk about this knows that I fucking hate Tyler Breeze. Like, get that pussy bitch
That
off my damn
character
TV.
he portrays, man, I fucking can't stand that.
And I guess he left the building early or left the arena early, and Vince was like, "Okay, so now here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna demote you even more, and you're gonna be even bigger jobber."
Yeah.
It's it's whatever. I don't care about the dude, but
Excuse me.
goddamn, like this dude's so petty. Bless you.
Plus,
Thank
him and
you.
Summer
Thank you.
decided to part ways.
Yeah, fuck Summery. they made her look like a hoe.
Yeah, I guess they did. And if she is trying to make it as an actress, being in the Marine 4 ain't gonna do it.
I think Bruce just did a video on that. I didn't know if I was gonna watch it or not because I wasn't sure if he was.
You know,
getting mad at, like Pio or something.
They've made
Oh,
4
yeah,
of
yeah. Him and Pio are gonna go at it. Flaming tables match.
Yes.
It's gonna be brutal. But yeah, back to Marine 4. I was tempted to actually do a movie review of the Marine 4, but after watching it, I'm thinking, I don't know, because I mean, here's the thing, right? When it comes to WWE making movies, sometimes they do make a good movie, but most of the times they don't hit the mark. I can name you a few movies that I saw that they did that I liked. Films like you got the first Cena Weaver movie, of course.
That actually was good. That was a disgusting ass movie, but it was good.
Fucking good horror movie. The Condemned was pretty good. One with Steve Austin in it. What else was there? There was another one. There was a horror movie that had. I think it was called No One Lives. That was a good one.
Was that like an action movie or a horror movie?
No, it was a horror movie. It had Luke Evans in it, and Brodus Clay had a cameo in it. He gets killed off by
Luke who?
Luke Evans is in it. The guy who was the villain in Fast and Furious 6.
Oh, okay.
And
The Call, that was a good movie, but the WWE only had distribution rights to it. Like, they didn't actually do that. Oh, David Otunga was in that bitch.
Yeah. Here's the thing about this, though. Even though it was a WWE kind of brand film, that was their most financially successful movie.
Halle Berry.
Yeah, that's the reason why. So right, I mean, it wasn't the best film you could watch, but it was all right for what the story it was kind of portraying about. Another good film they did was called The Day. It's like a post-apocalyptic horror film. That was good. But most of the other movies, I mean, the one film that I felt they really fucked up on was Leprechaun Origins.
I had a feeling you'd mention that one. That was a pile of shit.
Yeah. Me and Phil, we've watched the original 6 movies that they did in the series. Warwick Davis was playing Leprechaun. Now, even though they're not the best horror franchise out there, but the actor being involved in that, he kind of made that film kind of entertaining.
He was basically what made it watchable, and without him, it's sort of lost its charm.
Yeah, and when you watch the recent one, it looked like a miniature pumpkin head, and you barely saw on the fucking screen. So they effectively killed any chances of that franchise continuing.
Good
also,
going.
Interesting. The Condemned you're mentioning, that was actually written by Rob Hedden, who wrote and directed Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
Shit, I didn't realize that.
They're doing another one?
Oh yeah, they're doing another Friday the 13th. They've done about 11 movies. No, they've done 12 movies so far, so the next one will be 13.
Maybe this will be the last one.
I doubt it. Franchises like that don't die.
Well,
No way.
I'm fine with that because it's an actual good franchise and the shit that people keep doing.
Yeah. There's a bunch
Hi,
of
Trap Queen.
What's up, Trap?
Hi. Can you guys hear me?
We can see you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you and see you.
Loud
You're
and
good.
clear.
Alright, thank you.
But, back what I was saying when it comes to horror franchises, there is a few good horror film franchises out there, Friday the 13th obviously being one of them. Nightmare on Elm Street, they were a bit of a mixed bag. The first movie, a classic. Well, the first 3, of course. The 4th one was good. That was one that's done by Rennie Harlan. The 5th
That's
one,
a creepy motherfucker.
Yeah. I got Freddy and Jason both tattooed on my arms, by the way.
I like the Freddy versus Jason movie. That movie was more of like an action movie to me, honestly.
Oh man, that movie
Yeah.
was cool.
It was fucking hilarious. I think Freddy's fucking hilarious. I don't
Yeah.
know why, he just makes me laugh. But like the new one was okay.
The new one kind of went back to its horror roots. I had no problems with the guy they had to play Freddy Krueger. I mean, it's the guy that played Rorschach in Watchmen. What I felt was
It was a
wrong with
black
it.
dude, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was that one with that ink block mask, if you remember, on Watchmen.
Mm-hmm.
That's who was playing Freddy Krueger in the new one. What I felt was wrong with it, I felt they didn't give him enough to do in this one.
By the way, Rob Zombie's 07 incarnation of Halloween was good, but the one that he did in 09, they didn't even use like Michael Myers' like theme, like the one that everyone's used to. That pissed me off.
Have you seen the director's cut version of Halloween 2? The one that the Rob Zombie sequel?
No.
You should. That has got 20, nearly 30 minutes of extra footage, which makes a bit more sense for the story. The ending's different too.
I think one of the most like iconic things, or not iconic, just most fucking ridiculous and hilarious lines of the 07 one was when he was still a kid and his stepdad's in the kitchen talking to his mom, and she looks at the stepdaughter. He's like, "Oh, she's got a nice dumper."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That shit was fucking hilarious. So I was like,
I actually saw that movie in the cinema. I mean, I saw that movie the day it came out in the cinema, and I was actually quite impressed with it. His version of it was actually pretty intense. That's me.
I'm a big horror movie fan. I like a lot of stuff.
Okay then, let's go for some horror movie. Bill can come on this one too. Okay, what about Curse of Chucky?
I don't like Chucky.
You don't like Chucky?
No. Here's the reason why. I saw Chucky as a kid, right? It didn't bother me.
Okay.
And then I had a babysitter whose one of her little kids had a Chucky doll.
Oh shit.
Scared the living fuck out of me. I've never liked it since. The Bride of Chucky was fucking hilarious, though.
It was.
Because they kept fighting.
I've actually
got
like the first two ones. The first two Chucky movies, like they scared me as a kid, but the rest of them, I just thought they were funny.
Well, if you guys watch the recent one that's just come out, it's gone back to its horror roots of the first three movies. Because the first three movies were straight up horror, and then from Bride of Chucky to Seed of Chucky, they went for the comedy route. And then it disappeared for a decade. And it comes back, and it went back to its horror roots. I even did a review of it on my YouTube channel, and I was actually quite impressed with this movie. It's really good. They went back to its horror roots.
The first one, they were good. The problem was they scared the absolute fuck out of me. So like, I've always
they
had a
scared me like crazy.
They still scare me. I'm not a big fan of dolls in general, and I'm not a big fan of clowns either.
I remember my grandma. She had like a
killer
collection
clowns
of
are
like
fine.
porcelain dolls.
You guys
I
want to
was
see?
afraid to go near them after seeing Chucky.
You guys want to see the horror movie characters I got tattooed on me?
Sure.
Oh, hang on, let me just get my camera set up.
They got what on you?
I got horror movie characters tattooed on me. I'll show you when I get the camera. Hold on.
Hey, those Freddy claws though.
You'll see.
I'd get that shit tattooed, honestly. I like that. I don't even know what that thing is called, but that thing that's a sick ass weapon.
Okay, here we go. You guys can see me good, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, there's me, Freddy and Jason.
Wow.
Oh, that's good. Whoever did your tattoos really did a good job.
Yeah.
This was redone in 2013. This guy does all the tattoos for me. My first tattoo, which I had redone, is.
Yep. Chucky.
That's Chucky. This one here, I had to do it because I'm a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. I got a whole forearm tattoo, just like the whole mythology right there. Turtles there, Shredder's there, Foot Ninja's there, Casey Jones is in there. Got an Utron right about there. Ooze canister there. That hurt like hell getting in the center. Got Leprechaun tattooed on me there. Another horror movie. Got this like demon's head there. Anarchy skull there. Got Machine Head album cover tattooed on my shoulder.
Goddamn, you have a lot of tattoos.
And this one here, Basically, it looks got like a tiny symbol, but it looks like somebody just tore a big chunk of skin out of my arm. You got muscle tendons, words are living in dust. You got maggots chewing away, a couple of gashes, eyes coming out of infected wounds, big gash bit there on the arm. So and I got quite a few. I started when I was 18, so
Is that
Oh
just
wow.
I just
is
get
that
them
ju-
once every few years.
I'm curious because you probably have seen this and I haven't seen it. Who the fuck is that Jack Skeleton dude? I've seen like the face, but I haven't seen like a movie.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. There we
It's
go.
a Tim Burton stop animation musical.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was
It's great.
yeah.
fucking awesome. That is.
We're talking about the dude that's got the big ass black eyes and he's got the just like mouth, right? Like kind of
Yep.
like
Yeah.
a smirking mouth. Okay, if
I'm
it's
gonna
got
put.
it on Netflix, I'll watch it.
I'll pull the Wikipedia info for you.
Also, Paul, was that Judge Death on your shirt?
Yes, that was an Anthrax T-shirt. 'Cause I went to see Anthrax and Slayer back in November in my hometown. It's
That's
from
not
that
a
song.
bad. That's not a bad duo to go see. Slayer's fucking epic.
Yeah, we went. I went to see them in November, and holy shit, man, that mosh pit was insane.
Yeah, you're in England, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
so's
guys
Phil.
like your guys' metal concerts over there are fucking ridiculous. Like, I always watch a few like highlights and stuff from like the tour that always comes over there,
Yeah.
and holy shit, like I'm pretty sure like multiple people die.
Oh, trust me, dude. When a mosh pit kicks off in a UK gig, you better have your fucking arms up.
I would just bring fucking brass knuckles and say, all right, bitch, let's go," because that's pretty much the only way I'm gonna get out of there.
But trust me, I've been to a few gigs, and there has been times I've actually got a scar on my nose from a Cannibal Corpse gig I went to see in 2004. I didn't realize it. I got caught in this mosh pit. Some guy caught me good with his elbow, and it split the fucking whole bottom part of my nose wide open. And I didn't. But instead of going to the hospital, I just thought, no, I paid good money to see this ticket. I'm like 300 miles away from where I live at the time. So I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep at it. And I look like a blood-stained zombie, blood all over my fucking shirt and everything, my hands. And it was just the doctor's like, what happened to you? I said, cut my nose open. Well, you should have came and seen us. I said, no, I missed the gig. I don't think so. The whole bottom part of my nose was hanging.
Ugh.
Phil's seen the picture of what the scar looks like now.
What movies do you guys like? Trap Queen, Kill, God damn it, sorry, my bad.
What
I'm
kind
trying
of
to
music?
remember names here. Phil,
Yeah.
what kind of movies do you guys all like?
Um.
Crystal.
It depends. I was going to mention when it came to the horror movies, I cannot stand zombie movies for some reason.
They're annoying.
Oh, well,
They're
you're gonna be
overdone
at
and
odds
they're
with me then,
annoying.
Crystal, because I'm a sucker for zombie films.
I, I guess when I was little, when Michael Jackson's Thriller came out, that freaked me out. Like, that's scarred me for life.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, especially when it wasn't the part about the zombies coming out, it was the part when he turned into a zombie. That's what really, like, oh my gosh.
My first introduction to a zombie movie, it was actually my first ever horror movie I ever saw, and I think it was about 4 or 5 years old when I first saw a horror film, and it was a zombie film, funny enough, and it was George Romero's Day of the Dead, which was the third installment in his Dead series. And I always said that's the best one of the bunch, in my opinion. Everybody loves Dawn of the Dead, but Day of the Dead was my favorite, because I loved how grim and how gruesome some of the effects were, but I loved how grim the story was, too, because the whole fact that
That might be the only zombie movie that I watched, but everyone's been on this zombie apocalypse thing like these last year or two, and it's just overdone and annoying. Like The Walking Dead was when I was like, okay, I'm done.
Walking Dead's the reason why zombie shit's on the map again.
By the way, World War Z, I thought was a pretty good movie.
I was an extra in that.
You were an extra in that?
Yeah.
No
Well,
way.
The scene never made the cut, unfortunately. But what happened was, I can tell you the story. There was a scene where it was going to be were involving this Russian whaler ship, and you got all these Russian survivors all tooled up, ready to go to Moscow and kick a lot of zombies' asses. And the scene was being shot in Falmouth, and I was down there, to do a bit of filming. I didn't think I'd get the part, so I said, "Screw it, let's just have a go." We went down to Falmouth for about 2 days. It was on the boat filming the set, and Brad Pitt was there and everything. It was a big scene, big scene. But for some reason, the scene never made the final cut. So you know that bit you saw with the research lab at the end of the film?
Yeah.
That was the alternative scene. The original scene was a bunch of Russian survivors on a Russian whaler ship Brad Pitt was on, goes to Moscow and kicks a fuckload of zombie ass.
Damn, I wish I'd have seen it, because I bet you'd be very recognizable with all those tattoos on your arm.
Yeah. It was an interesting experience. I actually enjoyed that, and that wasn't another one I did was you're probably not going to believe this. Phil's seen this. You all seen Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland 2010 film?
No. I've heard of it.
How about you, Chris?
I don't think Chris is on now. I did see it in the cinemas with my brother and his friends because his girlfriend wanted to see it. It was I enjoyed it. It was a quirky little film.
Yeah. There's a scene that was at the Anthony House in Tor Point. It's not far from the town I'm in. And there was in 2008 there was an open casting call for people to just come on and see if they can get a chance to play a part in the film. The big scene, of course, was the garden party scene where Alice gets sucked into Wonderland. And I saw the advertisement and I thought, I'll probably give it a go. Probably won't get picked. Get a text after I go and get measured up. It says, "Yep, guess what? You got picked." No, really? So the scene where you got all the guests in the garden at that house, and if you see like a guy standing in the background, there's like a blurred figure in the background with a huge ass beard. That was me.
Oh, really? All right, I'm going to go watch this now.
I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Hi, Kat. We were just talking about horror movies and Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, well,
Paul's also made some cameos.
Yeah, I remember him telling me about that. That's cool.
Yeah, it was funny. It was kind of cool. I mean, I didn't think I'd get picked. A guy like me. I didn't think anything like that.
I mean, I didn't like the movie, but that's awesome that you were.
It's funny because the film was released in 2010, but we did that scene in 2008. So it's a 2-year wait.
Did you get to meet anybody?
Yeah, I got to meet a few people. I mean, I got to meet a couple of guys who I'm friends with now. Guys like John Harden, who's
like Johnny Depp. Did you meet Johnny Depp or any?
I didn't see Johnny Depp there, but I definitely saw Tim Burton there. And I did see the actress who played Alice. We always said hello each time we walked by.
That wasn't supposed to be a horror movie, was it?
No, not really.
Okay, because you know what they tried to do with fucking...
American McGee?
No, Hansel and Gretel, the Witch Hunter or something like that? Wasn't that supposed
that.
to be a fucking horror movie or something like that?
That was pretty good. But if you guys want a really good horror movie, check out Dead Snow.
Dead Snow?
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't like Jack Frost. I thought that was stupid.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Did you ever see? Has anybody ever seen? Everyone knows the Wrong Turn movies, right?
Yeah.
Not all six.
Yeah.
Okay. I really liked this other movie that I thought was trying to kind of copy off of it, but it was good. Rest Stop and Rest Stop. There's 2 and 3.
There was only 2 that I remember.
Yeah, Rest Stop. I loved that movie. It was
Yeah.
fucking disgusting, but it was a great movie.
Tell me about it. I've been considering seeing that, but I wasn't too sure.
It's
Tell me about it.
pretty much in the first one it's pretty much a couple that they run away from home. So obviously that's the whole premise of the story. And she has to pee pretty much. And they pull into this rest stop it's got a sheriff's quarters that no one's there, and it's got this creepy ass fucking RV that's just sitting there. and she goes in and goes pees and come out, and the car and her boyfriend are gone. So the whole movie, you're trying to figure out what happened. There's also this fucking creepy ass yellow truck that's got these floodlights on it that you have to pay attention to. It's a good movie. It's really bloody though, and it's really gross, but
we want it.
It's fucking great. And then in the second one, it's everyone's coming to find them. Like there's a few people that are out going trying to find them because they haven't heard from them.
So she finds the guy?
Nah, she finds him, but she doesn't find him. It's hard. I don't want, because if I say it, I'll give it away. So I think you should probably invest probably a good 4 hours of your day and watch both of them. They might seem a little stupid, but I personally enjoyed them. It's not really a plot twist. It's just kind of a lot going on at one time.
Well, what happened to her boyfriend?
Oh, he died.
Horribly.
He died. Like they'll show it.
But I thought you said he was in the second one.
No, I'm saying that everybody, like the girl's boyfriend and like some other people, like their friends come to find him. The couple's friends try to come find him in the second one.
You want a real disturbing horror movie? I got one here for you.
Okay.
It's a Canadian-French horror film. Pretty extreme shit. It's called 7 Days. You guys heard of that one?
Oh, I saw it. That has Sean Pertwee in it and Amanda Plummer. Right?
I'm just looking at the cast. No, that's not the one you're thinking of. No.
Oh, it's not the one with the husband and the wife the husband gets possessed and it's kind of going crazy.
Nope.
It's not that one.
Not even close.
Okay.
Not even close. Basically, it's like a revenge type horror film. Basically, you got a doctor here called Dr. Bruno Hammond. His 8-year-old daughter goes missing on one school day.
I saw it.
Huh?
I saw it.
Yeah, that one where he gets payback on that guy who did his kid over.
You know what, though? I didn't like it because I didn't like...
Sadistic as fuck, that film was.
I didn't like how he treated that one woman. I thought that was going too far. You can't.
I wasn't the one with a woman in it. He didn't torture a woman enough, and this is a different film.
No. Remember how he went and he brought that woman there?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
Slapped her around, and then he left her near a dumpster, all because she had a different opinion.
Yeah, because he wanted to kill this guy.
I didn't like how he treated her. I didn't feel that was right, so that made me I didn't really care for the movie.
Oh, he kind of lost his mind in that film after what happened.
What is this like a he's gonna chase him down type film?
No, hold on, I'll get the Wikipedia out for you. Okay, comes up like under different name.
Yes, but Kat, you should definitely watch Rest Stop. It's really good. I know I'm not like the best at describing stuff, but you'll see what I mean. It's good.
Here it is. Got it right here, guys. Kat, you can check as well, see if this one matches the one you were saying about too. It's on the chat.
Okay.
Are you guys posting in the Hangout chat or a different chat? Because
posting in the Hangout chat, dude. Just look for it's on the side. It says group chat.
I don't know. I didn't like the whole premise of that movie.
I know he goes after the dark stuff like that, you know. Let's get you thinking, you know.
Yeah, Crystal is going to be leaving, so bye-bye, Crystal.
Bye, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Good to see you.
Bye. Good to see you too. Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming.
Good seeing you.
Okay, nice seeing you.
We loved your nerd.
Yeah, that was a classic.
Alright, I'll talk to y'all later.
Hey, do that on Bruce's show, too.
Okay, I'll try.
Gotta see it on the Royal Rumble Raw review at least.
I hope so, but it depends.
Bring it on.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Where'd Christian go? I messaged him, but he didn't message me back.
Yeah. Well, Trap Queen said she'll be back in a bit, so she's left the chat. I'm just reading what it says in the group chat there.
I may have to be shutting down the show soon, sadly, because I have to go and make dinner and finish up the
Oh,
laundry.
well, that's fine. I mean, let's face it, we all had a good time being on here, you know.
Yeah, it was great.
Shit. I mean, I know me and Phil can't be on here every time because you know it's the fucking time differences. I wish the time was the same all over the world, but it's not. So yeah, any time like now is always a good time to catch me.
I enjoyed you being on here.
Definite. Oh, and since I got my new laptop up and running now, my metal podcast is back on the air tomorrow. So if you guys want to check that out.
Your who podcast? What's your channel?
Oh, you ain't got the Spreaker channel? Hold on,
Well, Cat usually has everyone plug their stuff at the end. My bad, I forgot about that. Sorry, Cat.
Go on, Devin.
Oh no, go for it.
Go on, Devin. I'll give you the link to my Spreaker show and my YouTube channel so you can check it out. I've just been recently doing video game recordings, which I've shared with Phil and Kat. She's seen some of the ones I've been doing.
Yeah, are you posting it in the Google Hangout chat?
Yeah, it's in the group chat on this thing that we're doing right now. It's right
He
there
does
for you.
great movie reviews too.
Oh, thank you. I try to do my best. I just review the films that I've recently watched, and if I like it enough, I'll end up doing a review for it. You know, whether people agree with some of the reviews I do or not, it's fine by me.
I like to listen to your reviews before I watch certain movies.
Yeah. Well, I'm planning on doing another movie review later on when I got some cash together. I'm going to be doing a review for that Green Inferno next. I've been talking about the idea of doing that for a while now.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that. I want to hear that.
Yeah, I definitely want to get a review of that up next.
And Philip, I'm going to be reading your new book and reviewing it.
I look forward to that. And it means a lot that you'd want to review it too.
I also want to do a review of that Gore Factory one.
I'll definitely be reading it too.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll definitely check that one out when I get a chance.
Cheers, man.
Oh, good, Phil.
So, if you all want to, mention anything more and plug it, go for it, because I'm going to get going. But I do want to say that maybe later on tonight, I'm not promising anything, I might jump in someone else's show or do an off-air hangout or something like that.
Well, go ahead.
I'll probably end up watching the movie before I go to sleep,
Gotcha.
Trying to think what to watch. But yeah, anyway, guys, if you want to catch me, you can all catch me on my YouTube channel. Just type in my name, and I do movie and video game and comic reviews. And recently, I've been trying to do video game broadcasts, but that's a pain in the ass to get done. And you can also catch me every Sundays on Spreaker. Just type in Gorehound and Metal Mama's Metal Sessions, and I'm on every Sunday 6 p.m. giving some badass metal tunes. If you guys like heavy metal music, tune on in. That's me done for the night, folks. Good to have you on here. Good for you guys to have me.
Yes, it was great having you on. Thank you. Philip?
You can find my novels on Amazon, written under my pen name, PM Thomas. The best one to check is Zombie Forest, and you should find it. It's very distinct from a lot of other books, thanks to a cover done by my friend. You can also check my weird videos on YouTube, and you can also find me on Twitter. With Twitter, it's again PM Thomas, and with YouTube, it's Philip Rocklers. And it's been a pleasure and an honour to be on this hangout.
Oh, it's good to have you on here, Phil.
My pleasure, and my honor to have you.
Thank you.
By the way, Christian, he had to go to work, so that's why he dropped off.
Okay.
To work. He works weird hours. He'll probably be back like at midnight or something.
Okay.
Devin?
Just normally at Facebook.
or on Facebook at Devin Williams, and then Twitter and Instagram, like always, Dev_TVK. The YouTube channel's still in process. I'm still trying to figure out how I can do it from this iPad, because right now I can't seem to be able to get a Google Hangout on there, but that's pretty much where everyone can find me. Again, thank you for letting me be on here as always, Scott.
Hey, no problem. Again, my pleasure to have all you guys. We've been
Next, we're
having
going to get
fun.
Abyss on here.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't get to tell Krista while she was here to go over there and check out Monique and my new boyfriend, that picture of Abyss. But didn't get to do that. All right, well, hopefully we'll get together again, okay?
All right,
Yeah, absolutely.
I look
And
forward to it.
thank you to those of you watching. Bye-bye.
Laters.
Ciao.
See y'all later.